Hey, hello, how are you all? Welcome to my channel Law Made Simple with me Vidya Reddy. In the series of labor law, let us move into another topic, the funds of the trade union. How does a trade union run without these funds? So it should have some fund. Every trade union needs some amount of money to maintain trade union and to conduct trade disputes. The primary source of income of these unions is the subscription amount paid by its members. Apart from the subscription, the other sources of income are donations, sale proceedings of periodicals, and other special collections. A registered trade union have two types of funds, general fund and political fund. General fund is all dealt in section 15 of Trade Unions Act 1926 and political fund in section 16 of the same act. General fund. Section 15 of this act imposes certain restrictions regarding the utilization of this fund. Paying of membership towards general fund is very much compulsory. Any member can be expelled from the union if he doesn't pay the subscription fee to the general fund. The general fund cannot be transferred to the political fund. Look how this general fund is spent. It is spent for the payment of salaries, allowances and expenses of office bearers of the trade union. It is also used for the payment of expenses for the administration of the trade union like audit accounts of the general fund. The expenses in prosecution or defense for any suit against the trade union or any of its members. I said before that if a trade union is registered and that registration involves the immunity against civil and criminal liability. So some expenses are used for the defense. So these expenses are incurred from the general fund. The expenses incurred towards the conduct of trade dispute, the compensation to members for loss arising out of trade dispute, allowances to the members or their dependents on account of the death, old age, sickness, accident or unemployment. The issue of undertaking the liability under various policies on the lives of its members. Maintaining of a periodical which deal with the problems of both workmen and employees. The provision for educational, social or religious benefits for members or their dependents. Any expenses towards any objects notified by the appropriate. So these are all the money spent on the members using the general fund. This is exclusively for the utilization for the members only because it is compulsory that subscription fee should be paid by its members. Next comes this political fund. So section 16 deals with the political fund. A registered trade union may constitute a separate fund for the promotion of civil and political interests of its members. This fund can be raised through special contributions. A member of a trade union cannot be expelled for the non-payment to the political fund, but general fund they can expel. In India, trade unions and political parties go together hand in hand because during freedom movements without trade unions, there was no action against the British. Every political party has a trade union of its own either directly or indirectly. As a result of this association, trade union maintains political funds. So as I already said, section 16 of Trade Unions Act 1926 deal with the political fund. So how this political fund is used? For the payment of any expenses incurred by candidates for election as a member of any legislative assembly or either local authority. For holding of any meeting or the distribution of literature or document in support of that candidate. For maintenance of any person who is a member of legislative body or any local authority. For the registration of voters in any elections. For holding of political meetings of any kind or the distribution of political literature or political documents of any kind. So we can see that political fund is exclusively used for the candidates in completely elections and political matters.